Hello everyone, it's your host Adham, Bima, Shakti, and we're today going to talk about IISMA. So what is IISMA all about? So basically, IISMA is Indonesian International Student Mobility Awards. It's a scholarship scheme by the Ministry of Education, Culture, Research, Technology of Republic Indonesia, and it is used to fund Indonesian students for a one semester mobility program at the top universities and reputable industries overseas. So the programs offers two schemes for undergraduate and vocational students. ISMA will expose Indonesian students to international academic and cultural diversity. Okay, so if we're going to talk about ISMA, we're not going to talk about by myself. Of course, I'm not going to talk about myself. This is not a monologue, okay? So we have a special guest for us today. Here we have Miss Dhafiya. How are you, Miss Dhafiya?
Hi, I'm
Hello.
good. How are you, Adam?
I'm doing really fine. How are you?
I'm great.
I'm
I'm
great.
great.
Okay.
Thank you.
Have you eaten yet today?
Alhamdulillah. How about you?
I haven't eaten yet.
Oh,
unfortunately.
You should eat after this.
Okay, I think I have to eat. Okay, before I before I fainted.
Of course.
Okay, so for you guys don't know, Miss Dhafiya or Dhafiya Aqilla Aurelia is from 2019 class of English Education from Mulawarman University. So she is one of the awardee that got accepted to Abu Dhabi University from IISMA 2021. Okay, Kak Dhafiya, can you provide about an overview of ISMA all about? How did you find this scholarship?
All right. So ISMA, just like you say before, it stands for Indonesian International Students Mobility Awards.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually a new program from our Ministry of Education, and it's like a scholarship to send almost like 1,000 Indonesian university students
That's a
to
lot.
study abroad for
Yeah.
one semester to incredible universities around the
Yeah.
world. And yeah, it's really interesting because you can choose whatever country you want to. And yeah, I first know about this information was from Instagram Kemendikbud, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
And that was the first time I knew about this program. And ever since that time, I immediately, wants to register it. So yeah, that's when it happened.
Okay, so for you guys don't know, I also found the information about IISMA from Instagram as well. But the difference is, I got rejected from IISMA because the problem with my document. But okay, so what's the process on how did you get accepted to IISMA? Like how's the document and then the regulation and sort of in our campus?
All right, so I'm sure that you've already known it already, but I can say that there are two phase of requirements. The first one is that you need a lot of documents, of course,
yeah.
and one of them is the TOEFL score, of course.
Yes,
But
proficiency
that time, yeah,
test.
the proficiency
Yeah.
test. But that time, I was using a Duolingo English test.
Duolingo.
I think you're using that too.
Yeah, I use that as well.
Oh,
It's much cheaper, right?
Yeah, it's the cheapest one.
Yeah.
So that's why I choose that proficiency test. And
Yes.
also, after that, you gotta need essays. There are 4 questions.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's still the same now. It's still the same?
It's still the same regulation.
Same regulation.
Yeah.
So there are 4 questions you need to answer.
Yes.
That's the essays.
About the
and
motivation and such
Yeah.
thing like that.
Yeah. that's really crucial, actually.
Yeah.
And after that, you will get the information whether you're accepted or not. And
Yeah.
after that, you can continue to the interview part, which is the very crucial, I believe.
I haven't got the interview part, but did you think that that is a difficult part of the process itself?
Yeah, actually, because you have to, shows how well you're in your English, of course,
Yeah,
and
of course.
to tell about your motivation really clear, like why you really need this scholarship
Yeah,
and stuff.
yeah.
And so yeah, just explain it. And yeah, I think that I just got lucky that time. So yeah, that's happened so fast.
Oh, you just got lucky. No, I don't think that's just pure luck. It's also skill included inside. Okay.
No, but I think you are really, I mean, like you have a lot of skills too as well.
Ah,
But I
okay.
think it's, some of luck. I don't know.
Okay. I also heard that the difference between the today's regulation and before, I think I remember that you only can choose one university, right?
Yeah, exactly. So it's different from now, I
Yeah.
believe. So in my batch, like the first batch,
Yeah.
we can only choose one universities and that's all.
Yeah.
And so if you're not got accepted on the first one, then you're immediately got rejected.
Okay.
So there's no like a second option like you guys right now,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So that's why.
That is pretty hard, to be honest, because if you can only think about one university and I don't know, if you overthink about it and you cannot you didn't get accepted to the university, I think that's really I don't know, depressing.
Yeah, it's kind of, but yeah, it's part about lucky and how we choose the country and stuff. I don't know, maybe that will take part of part of it.
Anyway, why did you choose Abu Dhabi though? What makes the country really special about it?
Okay, so it's actually really interesting questions because I feel like I have like some personal reason, of course, and also some other things. So the first one I choose Abu Dhabi by myself was because I know that time will be my first time going abroad. So I want to choose country that makes me, comfortable. So because I'm a Muslim, so I think it's very hard if I want to choose a country that's not like have any halal foods and stuff. So actually that's the main reason why I choose this country, so that I can find halal food easily. And also about the prayer time. So I believe that by choosing a Muslim country, it will make you comfortable to perform your 5 daily prayer, not like in Western country, but I don't know. It's just what I thought that time. So that's the first reason. And the second reason was because I, who doesn't want to go to UAE that has like a Dubai, what is the tallest building?
Burj Khalifa.
Burj Khalifa.
Yeah,
like
that's
who
so
doesn't want?
beautiful.
That's right. So it's actually like my motivation, and also I love the the university name is Abu Dhabi University, and they offer like interesting courses that I really wanted to learn, which is about business and also engineering, like artificial intelligence course. I really interested in that, so I choose that courses and choose that university because they offer that courses. And also the third reason was because of the recommendation from my head department,
Miss Uni?
Miss Uni. So before I choose the country, I initially consultate first to her, and initially also I want to choose Michigan University, if you know.
Michigan.
It's in America, if I'm not mistaken. So I asked her like whether I have to choose this Michigan University or Abu Dhabi, and she recommended me to choose this Abu Dhabi, and alhamdulillah, finally I got accepted. So thank you so much. Shout out to Miss Uni.
Shout out to Miss Uni.
Thank you so much, Miss Uni.
Thank you so much for Miss Uni. Okay, so you also mentioned about the courses. I hear about artificial intelligence.
Yeah,
and you are English education student.
Yeah.
How's that even work?
Okay, so that's really interesting too as well. Like I really want to learn business for a long ago, and also about this artificial intelligence. But honestly, I'm just type of person that really loves to learn new things. I really love to learn. So that's actually like a challenging actually. For real, actually, because I have to learn a little bit way harder than my friends there.
Than your college, right?
Yeah. And so in my background, which is from education, and I have to learn it like from scratch. So it really takes time, but alhamdulillah, I can pass it. Like alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah.
I can feel you. Like you need to learn about the basic from scratch. That's tough. Right?
Yes, so much. But it got through, alhamdulillah.
Okay, so I heard also I also hear that the place is kind of like pesantren. Can you tell us about that?
Okay, so I've told him before about it. So in Abu Dhabi, or basically in UAE, and especially in Abu Dhabi, they it's a Muslim country.
Of course,
it's a Muslim country, and it has some Islamic regulations, and one of it is the gender separation or the gender regulations. And that's something actually that makes me really surprised. So in my university, in Abu Dhabi University, there are 2 different buildings for the female and male. So female and male won't meet each other like
Yes.
in one building. So
Yeah.
they are separate. Like
Yeah.
they have their own library for female library,
Yeah.
male library, and
Yeah.
even the cafeteria. So
For male only.
yeah, for
female
male only, female
Oh.
only. It's really surprised me.
So the regulation is really strict, yeah?
Yeah, but actually it's not applied to like any universities there.
Yeah,
But the universities that I came to have
So
applied
in,
that.
So in Abu Dhabi University, they use up gender segregation?
Yes, gender
Yeah.
segregation between male and female. But actually, I don't know, like it makes us for the girls. It makes me comfortable actually.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because
so-
you only meet your college and you more focus on the
Yeah,
study itself, right?
Yeah. That's right.
Okay, so if you when you're living in a dorm, right? You live in a
we
dorm.
live in a
So
dorm.
how did you manage your time and struggling with the courses? We talk about artificial intelligence before and business course as well. Like how do you struggle with that? Like how do you manage your time as well?
Okay, so to be honest, like for any of you that that often see like study abroad students are really cool and like international students are really like happy and stuff, but
Yeah.
actually to be honest I can say that it's not really that
That difficult.
I mean like it's
Yeah.
not really that. I mean like we also face many struggle things. We are basically surviving. We're basically surviving there because
Yeah.
there we're alone. We're
Yeah.
alone and we live in the dorm. And for myself, I have to learn all the courses from scratch. And also I need to adapt to the new culture where
Yeah.
I've never been there before.
Yeah.
And also I have to manage my time to exploring the city, to having friends. It's actually many things that I have to manage that time. So
Okay.
it's kind of challenging, honestly. But yeah. I don't know.
So I think roughly we can say that you need to be able to spend your time wisely, but
Yeah.
you also have to having fun, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Right.
That's
Okay.
right.
So what's the fun part of living in a dorm? Because I've never been in a dorm before.
So I'm also never been in a dorm before,
Uh-huh.
but in my experience back then, living in a dorm is really cool because you will meet a lot of international friends, like international students like you.
Yeah.
So that time it's not only from the UAE students, it's also from like Algeria and Egypt and Saudi Arabia and stuff. So
Yeah.
it's really really fun. And also they often create like an event for the international students in the dorm. So
Yeah.
it's really great.
I think it's really fun when you can meet a lot of friends from different countries.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
They also share different cultures as well.
Yeah, exactly.
And because you guys in the same dorm, like how did you become friends and be able to adapt to your culture, to the Abu Dhabi culture? How?
Okay, so in my principal actually, I in Indonesia we usually known as SKSD, sok kenal sok deket.
So kenal, so
So
deket.
it's
Yes,
actually
yes.
one principle that we as a study abroad students,
Yeah.
international students have applied to. That really,
Yeah.
I mean, like you have to have that, because if you're not doing that, you won't get friends. You will
Yeah.
be lonely. So you have to apply that SKSD thing, and it works honestly.
I think you need to become basa-basi. and
Yeah,
then,
you have to be so friendly to get friends.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's my.
Yeah, I think that's the fun part. Have you also explored the city?
Yes, of course. It's really beautiful.
What's the fun part of the city itself?
The fun part of the city is that Abu Dhabi or UAE basically, they have a different climate, right?
Yeah.
I mean like
Different season as well.
different season.
Yeah.
There's in UAE only like winter and summer, I believe.
Yeah.
So I think that's something that makes us really surprised too as well, like in a part of like the city, because although we're having fun, the weather kind of challenging for us.
Challenging.
Challenging
Why?
for
Why
us
so?
because especially when we close to the summer,
Yeah.
everything becomes so hot. I mean, that time the temperature
Yeah.
like 34-degree above. So
Yeah.
and that time we have to also exploring the city because
Yeah.
of the limited time we have.
Mm.
So yeah, we have to explore in the city. with that kind of hot seasons.
Yeah.
And that time we also relying a lot to the bus public transportation,
Yeah.
since we are only students and not having any vehicle.
Personal transportation.
Yeah,
there's no
so yeah, we often like walking under the sunlight, and it's really, really, I mean, like it's fun, but it's really challenging.
yeah. But
Honestly.
but if you have to compare the weather from from Indonesia and Abu Dhabi, which one is hotter?
I can say maybe
Yeah.
because I'm from Indonesia, of course.
Yeah.
Abu Dhabi is way hotter.
Really?
Yeah, because it's actually because if Indonesia,
Yeah.
the hot weather is like have a
Humidity.
humidity. Yeah.
Yeah.
The hot here still has that kind of humidity, but there in Abu Dhabi and UAE, no,
Huh?
it's only hot and there's no any humidity. It's
Ah,
really, really
that sucks.
kering so
Yeah.
much, like even if there's any air,
Yeah.
it's a hot air, not like a fresh air, so
Yeah.
it's kind of frustrating.
That okay. So that is really challenging.
Yeah,
Okay.
but it's fun anyway.
But after all the fun part and the hardest part, like from studying and adapting to your surrounding, like how does the scholarship itself support you in building your international networks and connection that could impact your own future prospect?
Okay, so I can say that this ISMA things really changed my life. You know,
Wow.
it's a really crucial. I mean, like it's really take part of my life so much because
Yeah.
you know, it's the first time I met international students.
Yeah.
It's the first time also I have to force to speak English every time, every day, every hour, every minute. Like it's, I mean, like because we are English education
Yeah.
a major, right? I
Yes.
think it's really important for us to, I mean, like it's really, really impact my English, the way
Yeah.
I
Your
feel.
communication.
Yeah, the way I feel confident with
Yeah.
my English after that, because we were forced to speak English all the time, and
Yeah.
I feel like it's really important for us, especially the English education students, to maybe try to have the international experience, because it
Yeah.
will help you a lot in increasing and improving your English proficiency, your
yeah.
English skills, your especially the confidence. You know, before I accepted to IISMA,
Yeah.
I feel insecure a lot with my
what's that?
English.
What's that?
Insecure about my English.
Why?
So I cannot really speak English. I mean, like I can, but I'm not confident at all, because I
Ah.
know, like I feel overthink because I'm scared that people might judge my
Ah.
grammar. Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
The grammar is wrong. The
You
grammar
have you have a bad grammar. Yeah.
like-
Oh my god.
and that's what makes it so scary. And
Yeah,
but
yeah, yeah.
after I went to the ISMA, I went to Abu Dhabi and
Yeah.
experienced the international
Yeah.
international surroundings.
Yeah.
I become to a realization that actually English is like, I mean, like it's a language.
It's a language. It's a communication.
It's a communication. I
Yeah,
mean, like
yeah.
that's the main reason why we learn English, to be
Yeah.
able to deliver communication. So
Yeah.
as long as the person
Mhm.
and we understand each other,
Yeah, yeah,
I mean, like grammar is important, but not that
yeah.
important.
It's about the meaning, right?
about the meaning
how
and
you
how-
convey your message.
yeah, and how you understand each other, and that's it. I mean, like if you really focus to the grammar, I mean,
Yeah.
like it's important.
Yeah.
But maybe it's more like an educational, like maybe if
Yeah.
you're making an essay and you
Mm.
have to check the grammar, yeah, it's okay.
Yeah.
But if you're I mean, like in everyday life speaking, just say,
Yeah.
don't be afraid,
Maybe
It's-
maybe the problem with us is maybe we lack of confidence,
yeah,
right?
that's
We're scared to say things. We're scared to initiate things.
yeah.
But maybe if you want to improve yourself, I think it is better to become more confident at first,
yeah,
right?
to be confident.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's really changed my life about how I can right now be confident so much in my English.
Wow.
And also soft skills, soft skills, especially like you need, I mean, like my adaptation skills become way
Way more
better.
better.
yeah,
Wow.
of course, because you
Yeah.
have to be friends with everyone. And yeah,
So
there's a lot of things actually.
for everyone who's watching right now, for our students right now who's watching this, and how do you say to those people like how to be more confident?
To be more confident, actually, In English,
Yeah, in anything.
in anything.
Yeah, maybe English is okay.
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 So my suggestion is that just try everything because
Yeah.
from trying, you will experiencing
Yeah,
that thing, and that's when you are learning.
Yeah.
And after you get that experience, you will get confidence like by time,
Okay.
because having a confidence is actually also about timing.
Okay.
You have knowledge, you have experience, and that will make you confidence,
Okay,
I
so,
believe.
So the more you try, the more you get better. Even though there will be failures, there will
Yeah.
be the obstacles ahead, but I think you need to try.
Yeah, just try.
Just try. Okay, that's an amazing talk with us, our special guest, Miss Dhafiya. Thank you so much for joining
you
us
so
today, Miss Dhafiya,
much.
and sharing your experiences. I really enjoy the story. Okay, so I hope you watching right now enjoy the story as well, and I hope you be able to apply to another scholarship, not only IISMA, but any other scholarship. And we hope for you to be more confident and try your best, even if it's you lose, you feel insecure. It's okay, just try your best. So it's all from me. It's all from Miss Dhafiya. Thank you so much for listening to our podcast, and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much, Adham. Bye bye.
Bye bye.